Hello team, and welcome back to another episode of our beginner's guide to playing Palia. In this episode, I'm going to step you through how to make your stove and prep bench, but I'm also going to show you how to get the products if you don't actually have them available at the time that you want to start making these items. So let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to do is just check and see what items we're going to need. So we come to our crafting bench, we go to the crafters tab, and down here we have got our stove. So with the stove we need 6 more stone bricks. We've got all the ceramic tiles that we need, which is great, and then we need 1 copper bar. Then when we come over to the prep bench, this also needs ceramic and copper, so we need to keep that in mind. And then we also need to get 11 pieces of wood. Okay, so let's get this written down. So 11 wood, 6 stone. So those are the 2 individual items. So then we have 1 copper, we need 2 there, and we need 2 there. So we need to buy another 3 copper. I always buy more anyway, but that's where we're at. And for our bricks, we have 5. And for this station, we need 6. So we would need to buy all 6 bricks. Okay, so let's head into town and I'll show you where you can pick these items up. All right, so we are here. So this is also one of the reasons why I recommend not spending all of your money at the very beginning to do all your backpack upgrades and stuff like that, because you just don't know when you may need coin to be able to go and purchase specific things that you need within the game. So we are going to head to the blacksmith shop. Now, most of these shops that are around the area have cash registers. This one will supply you with wood. It will supply you with different sorts of bricks. It will supply you with glass and globes and another workstation if you would like that. You can't make your own workstation. If you need a second workstation, you need to come and buy it from here. But that is not what we're looking at today. So sapwood, how much wood do we need? We needed 11. I am going to buy 15 just to make sure we've got enough. We need copper. We need 3, so I'm going to buy 5. We need bricks. So we need 6 bricks, so I'm going to buy 10. And we need stone. We need 6 stone as well, so I'm going to buy 10 here. Oops, 11. Okay, I bought 11. All right, so these are the sort of things that you can do if you need to be able to get through this. So once again, that is why it is important to make sure that we're keeping our funds up where we need them to be. Okay, and now we can just head back home again. All right, so yeah, so it's just a case of sort of, if you need them, they're there. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that in my blast furnace, I have some of these items already and probably didn't need to buy what I've just bought, but I want to show you what you can do if you don't have your blast furnace yet, or if you haven't found the materials that you need. Okay, so we are now back home and we are going to make our 2 items that we need. So we come to our crafting bench, we go back to the crafter. The first thing we're going to make is the stove. And then the next thing we're going to make is our prep bench. You can do them in any order, it doesn't have to be this way. All right, now we're going to place them. So I think we'll make this the kitchen space. I know I put the pantry out here, but I think this is what we'll have as our kitchen, I reckon. I reckon we'll put it against this wall. Okay, so we put our stove out, see if we can center it. Then your prep bench, you can put your prep bench anywhere you want. You can put it on either side. You can make multiple prep benches and stoves if you want to. You'll find a lot of the houses that we toured in the video on how to do the house tours, they had 2, 3, you know, or even 4 of everything. And the reason that they do that is because you can get people to come and help you cook, and it helps you advance your skills. There are also some recipes that require different things, and sometimes you might be required to actually have 2 stoves to make a recipe, but that is not something we need to worry about today. So first thing we're going to do is come over here, we're going to click on the stove, and it will show us all of the recipes that are available for us. So we've got hearty vegetable soup, and as you can see here, it will give us 100 focus and only takes a moment to cook. The other dish that we could make is ramen, which gives us a little bit more focus, 125, takes a little bit longer to make. These are all your steps that it goes through, okay? But we can't make this one at the moment because we don't have eggs. If we wanted to make this, we could go to Zucky's and buy eggs, or we are actually on our ranch now, we have chickens, so they will produce eggs as well. So if we wait a little bit, we'll be able to get eggs from the chickens. But today we're going to make the vegetable soup. So what it's going to do is we combined the vegetables and the spices. So these 2 here will get combined together. We then are going to need to chop the mushrooms and then stir. And that's all we need to do. So that's why it only takes a minute. So let's do it. So the first thing we need to do is come across to the prep bench. We click on the prep bench. It says we need to chop the mushrooms. Okay, it's already selected the mushrooms for us. You click this, and then what you need to do is you need to get this little bar inside the white bar. 1, 2, 2, missed. Try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we already had 1, so that's your 8. Then we come across here, add ingredients, left mouse click. And then you hit to stir. You only have to hit it once. You don't have to hold it down, and it will automatically stir to the maximum for you. And then that is our recipe made. That simple. That is how you cook. I will not tell you how many times I burnt food on the stove trying to work out what I needed to do, because what I had done was created just a stove and not a prep bench. I forgot, or didn't know at the time, that I needed to do the prep bench. So that's what you need to do in our quests. Probably should have brought this up before. We now need to return to Reth, but the quest was to create and place both of the items, and because I didn't have it up like I have now, I didn't know I needed to place them, and I was trying to cook without placing them, and it did not work. Burnt everything. So that is it for today. Now you know how to get ready to cook. I'm going to leave it there. And so that I can cut off this video and put that out just for people that want to know how to cook. But please feel free to look at the rest of my collection. There are multiple videos there that will help you be able to get started and give you some tips and tricks when you're first getting ready to play the game. All right, so thank you very much for tuning in. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you found it useful, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe and watch, because I do try and put out videos every single week, multiple times a week, but everything comes, you know, at a cost of time. So I do what I can as I can, but there will always be new content until we get to level 10 of our items. Okay, so I want to show you that's the main goal of what we're doing today. So thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate your time and I hope you have a great rest of the day. Thank you very much.